Hey y'all, so I just want to talk about something real quick. Um, so let me figure out where to start. Okay, the 13th, just a few days from now, is like 2 years since the last time I cut myself on purpose to self harm. It's been 2 years. It was right before I went to Poland in 2015. I was really struggling at the time, and I just remember doing it, and then it wasn't the same, and I was like, okay, I need to stop doing this because um I self harmed for pretty much all of 3 years worth of high school, from when I was 15 until I was 21. Um, and during high school, it was like every day, or every night, I should say, every night, I would just hack up this whole arm. And it was always like very systematic. I was very, very patterned with it. It would be like a row this way, and then in between, it was just like I was deep into it, and it was the only way that I could figure out how to not be feeling the things that I was feeling at the time. And so for most of high school, it was like the way that I coped with the emotions and like the trauma of being raped and like just the depression I was in and the confusion that I was feeling. I just would do it so I was feeling something other than all those things. And then in college, it turned into like I felt like I didn't feel like I had feelings. I felt empty all the time. I just was like numb. I just felt empty, and I was always like, why do I feel so empty? I have like nothing. And so in college it turned into like I'm cutting so that I feel something instead of nothing. So it evolved a little bit. And um, yeah, so it's been 2 years since the last time I did it. And I just want to talk about that because I feel like no one really talks about that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I self-harmed for a long time. Like, I have hundreds of scars on my arms, my upper thighs, like my side. It goes right up my side. Um, it was the only thing I had then to cope with everything. Um, and I haven't really thought about it in the longest time. Like, the first year or so after, it was definitely because I was still struggling with a lot of stuff coming back from Poland and everything was like, it was still a big deal for me to try and figure out how I was feeling. So it was still struggling. Like I really wanted to do it, and I would think about doing it, and I would just like stop myself. But um, I haven't really thought about it in the past year because I've been feeling really, really good about myself. Obviously, like transitioning and all that was really, really helpful. Okay, so the whole point of this, I was trying to fix my desk drawer, which is totally broken. But I was looking through my toolbox that my dad got me, and I saw this. And I mean, I it was the first time I've been triggered in that way in a really long time. Not like I feel like I need to cut. I'm not like in a bad place. Like I don't need it, but it was like I wanted it. I saw this and I wanted it because that feeling is addicting and the action is addicting and just everything about it was addicting. And yes, it was helpful to help me cope with things, but after a while it became like I had to do it. Um, and then so like seeing this today was like the first time where I had that feeling like, oh, ooh, like this could do some damage. Like, wow. And I haven't thought that way about things in a long time. Like I used to struggle, and I still do, when I see really sharp things, I think, ooh, that'd be perfect. But it's been a while. And like I primarily cut with scissors. That's what I used. I'm just gonna say that. And I use scissors all the time, and I don't have a problem being triggered by those. I think because I've gotten used to using them in my daily life. I mean, sometimes I do still think like, hey, this is the pair of scissors, but um, yeah, I just this thing was very triggering, and it was like a very very strange experience for me to just have because I have not thought about cutting in a very long time, and it was just like all of a sudden like I just wanted it. It wasn't like I needed it. It was just like, oh, I really this would be great. And I didn't act on it. I'm not planning to act on it. I'm recognizing that is what happens when you are addicted to something for a very long time. You still have those desires. Um, And I just wanted to talk about it because I don't know, maybe some of you guys could understand, maybe some of you could benefit from knowing that it's okay to still have those feelings and acknowledge them and not act on them. Um, yeah, it was just a really strange experience for me because I'm doing very well in my life in comparison to the years that I was doing that. So for me to feel that way was very strange. And yeah, so this little bugger is going to go back in that toolbox and I'm not going to look at it. I mean, now I can look at it and not really have that feeling, but my first reaction was like, so I just want to talk about that. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Hope y'all guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.